the godly man, the man that loves God more than he loves you, then you pray about that thing right now. God, I need the man that loves you more than he could ever love me. Why? Because if he don't love God, he's not going to love you right.
Right.
It's going to turn into something wrong. He won't be saying, he wasn't this controlling what we was saying. He never hit me before we got married. God, this is what I need. You know, I prayed about that Chrysler 200. How long I said I wanted the Chrysler 200? And Key was like, you know that's not an expensive car. It's not about expensive. It's about what I want. So we was on the lot. And Susanna said, that's a Chrysler 200. And I was like, so that's my car. He was like, this one right here? I was like, yes, that's the one I want. He's like, well, maybe you should look at something else. Yeah, no. I want a Chrysler 200, and it's the only one on the lot, so it must be mine. Pray for what you want. And then have faith. Say, God, I'm living this life the way you said I should live it, because if I live it your way, then all things are working together for my good. I don't get to quote nice scriptures and I ain't living right, because it don't apply to me. What y'all say? The Bible is written to the people of God. It don't apply to you. All things work together for the good of those that love the Lord and are called according to his purpose. Yeah, that must not be you, because you're not living right. You got to live this thing. You got to believe this thing. And faith and belief will change you. I'm a living witness that when you find something else out and you believe it, you start doing stuff different. Is that right? Ask the person that used to get high. And they don't get high no more and they ain't go to the program. Stop smoking cigarettes and didn't take the patch. Because all the times they took the patch, it didn't work. But then you believe God all of a sudden, and the very taste is gone. Faith. The righteous man lives by faith. He's only living because he's got faith, not because he's right. And so we be trying hard to live the law. Don't we? I used to have a calendar about one particular law. I used to check that bad boy, how many days I kept it. I broke the law. So Bishop Brian was like, girl, you gonna always break the law. Why you trying to do it? As long as you try to do it, you gonna break the law. You need to believe that God will do it. Because God will get you out of some tight situations when you believe that he's got you. When you don't believe it, you start doing funny stuff to pay your rent. You start doing funny stuff to get some groceries. You start doing funny stuff to get a job. You start doing funny stuff to get an apartment because your faith is not necessarily in order. And then you'll get to church and talk about, I want to thank God for my apartment. Stop it. God is not in that. And then when you can't pay the rent, I'm like, why God is not letting you pay the rent? He got you. He got you the place. He's not letting you pay the rent. What's wrong with your Jesus? He must not be my Jesus. Get sick in your body. I have to start saying, Jesus, am I believing the right Jesus? Because I'm racked with pain in my body, and I thought you said. And then God healed me. Right? The message of today is that my faith will cause me to live. My faith does that. And so if I'm worried about all of the things that are happening in my life and the things that are going on, God, fix my faith. Cause me to know you. One thing have I desired of the Lord, that will I seek after. He's a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. What shall separate us from the love of God? We know these portions of scripture, right? Because I ain't saying no complete scripture at all. But we know these portions of scripture because all of us here grew up in church and we know these scriptures. So how much of it do we believe? How much of it do we believe? Are we trusting God? For real? Is our faith for real? Because it's only your faith that's going to help you to live. Right? Only your faith. You'll get crossed up, mixed up, and confused. And God is saying, if you would just believe. I remember the first time God said that to me, I said to the prophet, what do you mean? Of course I believe. I don't understand what Jesus is saying. He said, if you believe, I'll do it. I'm like, God, it's been 2 weeks. When you going to do it? Because we put Jesus on a timeline, don't we know? If you don't do it in this time frame, God, then, you know, it must not be Jesus. Jesus is not here for me. Daniel, the angel said, listen, we heard you 21 days ago. I was in a fight to bring you this here message. God hears you each time you pray. Sitting down with God. I'm writing a book. And I was like, God, I can't finish this book. He said, well, you ain't wrote nothing in a month of Sundays. I was like, for real, Jesus, all the way there. All the way there. You ain't wrote a word. And I'm mad at Jesus that I ain't finished writing a book. He's like, you ain't wrote anything. We talk about God and we say, God, you know. And he's like, you ain't been to church? And it's not for the person that is thinking it's for them. It's not for you. I'm just talking. You ain't been to church, but you want God to move mountains for you. You ain't prayed. You ain't talked to Jesus, but you want him to talk to you. You all out the will of God, doing things that's out the will of God, and you want him to talk to you. You want to be able to say to this mountain, be thou cast into the sea. And it get up and go. Jesus just better not ask you to fast. Because I know that wasn't God. I'm joking. I was like, why is Jesus messing with me? He told me about a liquid fast. Is he telling me for you? She's like, no. Do what God says. Do what God says, and he'll help you get done all of the things you need to do. You'll live. You'll live. And I don't know about you, but I want to live. I want to live. I want, look, Paul's prayer, right? I want that you will prosper and be in good health even as your soul prospers. That's what I want. I want my soul to be prospering and my life to be prospering right along with my soul. I want to have the ability to do what needs to be done. If I got to go in the dead now, the Red Sea, and cross some mountains and some sands, I'll do it. Because for sure I know there's death on this side. Amen? We're going to pray.